Let me just talk about theology of glory, theology of the cross for a moment. This is something that Luther wrote in mostly one place. Wasn't key to the Augsburg Confession or to the Formula of Concord or to the catechisms, but definitely influenced the way that Luther thought. This was part of his thinking. And really, what it's about is works righteousness versus salvation by grace. And so theology of glory is a shorthand way of just talking about works righteousness. And theology of the cross is a shorthand way of talking about salvation by grace through faith in Jesus. Now, we can get a lot more heady about this, and he does, in very medieval scholastic debate style, right? But that's kind of what this is about. So there is no, theology of glory, works, theology of the cross, grace, and theology of the church, some third thing. There's no third thing. There's salvation by grace or there's salvation by works. You're justified by Jesus or you're justified by yourself. There's no third thing. Okay, so that's where the category jump you're making doesn't quite fit with what these terms are for. Now I know that there are people who use these terms a little too dogmatically, whereas they'll try to assess an entire sermon by whether it's the theology of glory or theology of the cross. Now there's actually a place for that too, but that can't be the only question you're ever asking as you preach the Bible is, well, am I preaching the cross or glory today? It should be something that is driving your underneath that. Am I walking in grace? Am I a legalist? Yeah, you should be asking that all the time, right? And you should be striving to walk under grace, but not to the exclusion of the law. Right. So why is it called theology of glory? It's the glory of man that he's talking about. This isn't about God's glory. It's about man's glory. Right. So either you are one who knows God through your own glory. Remember, a theologian knows God, right? So you're a theologian of glory. That means you know God through your own glory. Or you're a theologian of the cross. That is, you know God through Jesus on the cross. How do you know God? That's the question, right? Is Jesus on the cross or how my life's going right now? And Luther is trying to argue scholastically that the Christian knows God through the cross, not through his experience of life.